Hey guys, TommyBryson here, and what exactly is copywriting? So if you're watching this video right here, that is what you want to find out. And by the end of this video, you will have resources on how to get started. On top of that, a reading list, what books to actually read to actually become the best copywriter. And lastly, you will have an exact idea of what copywriting is and also how it works. But if you're anything like me, when you first heard about copywriting, you thought about this, like the actual copyright, the intellectual property. The reason why I can't have Mickey Mouse as the logo for my company, because basically Disney owns all the rights to Mickey Mouse, okay? But that is not copywriting. That is copyright, meaning R-I-G-H-T, the right to actually have something. I'm right-handed. However, copywriting is more like copywriting, like really writing something. So what exactly are you writing and what is the difference? And by the way, it has nothing whatsoever to actually do with copyrights as an intellectual property, logos, trademarks, all that stuff. The answer is no. Copywriting is completely different, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how everything works, how to get started, and also how much money they actually make. Now, if you guys are new here, I post videos every single day, so make sure to also subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified if you want to see exactly how money works and a whole bunch of ideas and exactly how to get your money right. Subscribe to this channel so that way you get all of that. And on top of that, make sure to go ahead and smash the like button because it helps a lot with the channel, and I appreciate it a ton, so thank you guys so much. Now, the very first thing is, Tommy, what exactly is copywriting? Now, if you go on Google, the basic idea is going to be a copywriter has one job. And that one job is to turn a prospect into a conversion through text. Meaning I'm going to write something and my goal is to get you, the prospect, the potential customer, to actually convert to do exactly what I want you to do. So my job as a copywriter is to kind of influence you to take the action that I want you to take. Now that might mean, for example, hey, I want you to buy this course, and I basically deduct this entire ad to basically get you to take that action. Or I want you to sign up for this email list, or to join this gym subscription, or to join this subscription over there. It's all about just taking the action that I want you to take as a copywriter. Now, when you think about this, don't complicate it because it happens to you every single day. And I know you guys seen this every single day also. Now, for example, when you're on a bus, when you're on a train, when you're watching YouTube, when you're on Facebook, when you're on Instagram, you will always see forms of copywriting. People that are trying to take you to take a certain action by showing you, for example, certain text and then certain phrases like, hey, we only have a minimum amount left, that's called scarcity. Or hey, your entire life can be transformed from this to this, and that's called contrast principle. There are a bunch of different aspects when it comes to copywriting, and that's why it's so interesting. But overall, Tommy, what does this job actually entail? Like details here, okay, Tommy? What am I actually doing here? Well, I saw this video by this lady that's a professional in this stuff, and her name is Alex, okay? Link down below. And she came up with this theory of the ABC method to copywriting. And it means that basically as a copywriter, you have those three main jobs right there. And A stands for attention. So your job as a copywriter is to grab the attention of prospect customers, right? Because if you guys know this, okay, you might have better videos than I do or the best videos on YouTube, but if you don't have, for example, a good thumbnail, for example, people will not click. So that's also a part of copywriting, but it's not just, for example, thumbnails, but it's for a fact exactly what your headlines actually are. And you know who's really good at this stuff? The news and their marketing teams and so on, right? Because they're very good at getting you a very powerful, attention-grabbing headlines. And that is where the attention comes in. So your text should grab the attention of the potential customers out there. Now, on top of that, you have B. B is basically for benefits. What is going to be the benefit of you actually going ahead and taking this action? Now, don't confuse benefit with features like a lot of people basically do. So, for example, if I want you to join my gym, and I have a gym, by the way, I'm just kidding. I don't have a real gym, but I do have a gym membership though. But if I want you to join my gym, for example, if I did have one, well, what are the benefits versus what are the features? Well, features are basically, hey, We have a spa, we have classes, we have a lot of machinery. Those are features, okay? However, what are the benefits? Well, if you join my gym, basically, I'll take you from being the first picture in a transformation to being the last picture, meaning I will transform your body and your health to basically become the healthy person that you actually want to be, or have the best body of your lifetime, okay? That's the core idea. That is the benefit. Having somebody imagine who they can become by taking the action that you actually want them to take. And the C stands for closing. Closing means that you have to have a very clear close on this person, a very clear action that you want them to take as a copywriter, right? So that means that after I'm done reading your ad, I should know exactly what you want me to do. Is it to join your email list? Is it, for example, to subscribe? Is it to buy your course or your product? Is it to basically subscribe to whatever you're doing? That is the main thing. You have to have a very clear call to action. Like, I've read ads that basically, once I'm done reading them, I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do here? Am I supposed to follow you? Am I supposed to buy what you're selling? Like, what do I do here? It's just not clear. So as a copywriter, those right there are your three main functions, okay? To get the attention, to show the benefits very clearly, and also lastly, to close the deal by having a very clear call to action. What are you actually going to do? And that's why copywriting is such a very interesting thing, because it's not just about writing, but it's also about psychology, marketing, and advertising, and getting all those things together to have a very, very influential text. That's the idea. Now, if this sounds interesting to you guys, okay, Tommy, I have some questions, and I know you do, so I want to answer them right here. Question one is basically, Tommy, how much money can I make by being a copywriter? Well, the answer is it all depends on what type of copywriter you actually want to be. Do you want to work for someone, or do you want to be a freelancer and basically have clients and so on, right? So if you work for someone, according to Google, around 80% of people actually make between $35,000 to $65,000. Now, is that bad? In reality, not that bad at all, but it's not a six-figure job. It's not a seven-figure job. However, you could build up to that, but it all depends on what you want to do. Because, for example, if you go into freelancing, where now you're not an employee, but now you're actually self-employed, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna reach out to 10 businesses, and I'm gonna say, hey, I wanna help you grab whatever you're selling and sell that product by using my copywriting skills. And by the way, the product you're selling does not matter. Yes, it has to be good, it has to be valuable, but in life, it's not the best product that wins, but it's the person with the most influential text and advertising and marketing campaign behind it, right? If you guys notice that, okay, you have phones that are better than the iPhone, but the iPhone is still top dog, right? Because advertising is so key to that company. So if you offer someone, hey, I'm gonna take your product and put it out there and actually sell it, because I actually have a way to sell it. Well, if you have a business that pays you, for example, $8,000 per month to actually retain you, you get 10 of those, well, that's $10,000 per month. Now, the core idea here is you're not just going to be a copywriter, but you also have to get very good at advertising with online ads, right? And doing hyper targeting. Now, remember, when you're charging someone $1,000 to actually perform this job, you're not using that money to go ahead and make ads. You're using their credit card, their information to basically pay for the ads, and then you're basically creating these ads with your copywriting skills to then go ahead and sell their product. So don't think it's like $1,000, but then my expenses are this and this and this. No, they use their credit cards, their information, their budget to then go ahead and give you money. Now, if you go towards influencers and individual people, remember, they have a smaller budget because they don't make that much money as a business would. So your biggest bets, your biggest whales in the ocean are going to be, for example, actual businesses where you can provide a service. If I have a business and you're able to get me $20,000 in sales and I only pay $1,000 per month, the answer is I don't care, because I make so much money by having you do that work. That's the idea. Now, the second question that I know you have is basically, Tommy, do I have to be a very good writer to actually do this? Well, the answer is you don't have to be William Shakespeare here, okay? You don't have to be the best author ever in the world or have like the best grammar skills, But the more you do it, the better you'll get. It's like me, I always had a very bad spelling issue because, my main language is Spanish and I learned English, and then I went from one accent to the next accent and I pronounced things differently, all this stuff. But in reality, the more you do something over and over again, the better you become at grammar and also spelling. Now, if you're just very bad at that stuff, I recommend you use a software. It's called Grammarly, okay? Link down below to Grammarly, and that software helps you when it comes to spelling, structuring your sentences, and making sure you get your point across exactly how you want to get it across. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, and I don't have an affiliate link just yet, but I do have a normal link down below for now, down below. Eventually, I might have an affiliate link, but in reality, I like the product. I've been using it for years, and it helps me out a lot when it comes to my spelling and also my writing. So I do use Grammarly to help me out a lot. And you've probably seen their ads, and their ads also has, for example, a copywriter to help them sell that product. How they get your attention? Hey, you can't spell, or something crazy like that. And then what's the benefit? We're gonna help you become the best version of you through your text or whatever you're actually doing by being able to communicate yourself profoundly. And then the closing remark is, I want you guys to sign up, or basically, for example, sign up for the free thing or sign up for a paid membership, and that's what they want you to do. There's copywriting in everything out there. Now, lastly, guys, okay, just to confirm here, again, remember, copywriting has nothing to do with actual copyright, okay? Intellectual property. Keep that in mind and don't forget that. Now, before I'm done with this video, I don't want you guys to leave and say, Tommy, well, I know what copywriting is. I know I can do freelancing or a business. I know a lot of examples here, but I don't really know exactly how to get started, and I don't have resources. Well, in reality, link down below, I have 2 resources that are gonna help you out a ton. One resource is going to be Ramit Sethi. He has an article, a great article on how to become a really good copywriter, and also, for example, a 6-week plan to actually get your first client right then and there. And on top of that, you also have Alex that has a dedicated channel, and she does a great job breaking down copywriting and how everything worked. And I also have their link down below. But not just that, I also promise you guys a reading list. Now, link down below also, or written down below, I have 7 books that I recommend you to actually read if you want to become a very good copywriter. Because again, what you're basically doing is creating a message to make somebody or help somebody take action. So you're influencing them, and that comes down to psychology and understanding sales and also human nature. So you need to understand exactly how those things work. So here are the 7 books right here, okay? Book 1 is called Influence. It's one of the best books when it comes to sales and advertising, although it was an accident. Book 2 is going to be Rejection Proof, making sure that you know exactly how to overcome rejection, but more importantly, how to potentially turn a no into a yes. Book 3 is going to be How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. You might know about that one, but that one is also very important. Book 4 is going to be My Life in Advertising and Scientific Advertising. Again, link down below also. Book 5 is Testing Advertising Methods That Actually Work. Again, link is down below. Also, Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene M. Schwartz. And then number 7, I think the last one here, is Confessions of the Pricing Man, How Pricing Affects Everything by Herman Simon, okay? And by the way, all the books are right here with all the titles. That way, you don't have a problem when it comes to finding them. But guys, hopefully this video right here helped you. It gave you resources. It broke down exactly how everything works. And it also told you how to get started, how to make money from this stuff, and how much money you can actually expect to actually make, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, go ahead and like this video. On top of that, also subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. And if you guys have any questions, well, comment down below. That's what I'm here for, to actually go ahead and help you. And lastly, if you guys actually want to call me and talk to me one-on-one, well, join me on my third channel called Ask TommyBryson, where I take calls from Monday to Friday for free. Link is down below. And that way you can talk to me about whatever questions you actually have about money and finance to try to improve that aspect of your life. And then lastly, if you guys want to DM me on Instagram, here's my Instagram right here at TommyBryson. If you want to watch more content and side hustles, 3 side hustles actually, here's the video right here, and click my face right here. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.